What's up, Tom? Timmy, good morning. How you doing this morning? I didn't ask Tom because I've been talking to him all morning. I hate how when I pull something up that's a white screen, it completely destroys my webcam. Just show me what I'm looking for. I can't find it. Oh my Jesus. Oh, because I'm an idiot. Pretty sure. Ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Sorry, I'd usually have the music on, but I was watching some videos as we sit here and wait for everything to happen. I'm doing pretty good. Firstly, trying the book map on TOS. You tried it before? Yeah, it's pretty good. Mohammed, hello. How are you doing, man? Yeah, book map's pretty cool, but if you're trading indices and stuff like that, I've noticed that it's pretty much all algos, so it's pretty hard to get a read. I mean, unless you see like a big block order sitting out there, it's almost not worthwhile. I think those are better for like large cap stocks because you don't really get as many algos on large cap stocks, but you can also still see the big orders when they're coming through. That's obviously just my opinion, but I forgot to make a video yesterday. I kind of got busy with the kids and I just didn't ever come back to the computer. I was like, eh. Then I had softball as well, so it was our playoffs. It was freaking cold, man. Kind of annoyed that they ran it so late, but we had a lot of rainouts, so I think that was part of it. Oh boy. All right. Need to make like a whole separate thing for this so I can get rid of. All right. I think we're good. All right. Da, 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 da. This. Do this. Today was really profitable day. Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, where the big orders are. Well, hopefully you have better luck with it than I did, because like I said, it was a little. I don't understand why that starts off. So, oh, it's because I restarted my computer. I forgot. Hopefully you have better luck with it than I did. That's what I was going to say. Mm. I transferred all my money off of Interactive Brokers, which is where my stock money was, to Robinhood, so that I could start messing around with the selling options. But it's taking forever. Did that like 4 days ago, and it's like a wire transfer. Shouldn't that should be there? Discord. What's up?
I just pulled a U yesterday. Today. But yes, from yesterday.
What'd you do?
I took a really good trade and realized I was on a sim account because I wasn't paying attention. It just kept going up and up, so I was like, "Ah, fuck it." I bought, and it went, "Phew!" I was like, "All right, I'm done for the day." And then I was like, "Ah, shit." That hasn't happened in a long time.
I'm actually doing pretty good this morning on the Top Step account. I am up $630.
Ooh.
I actually made 2 decent trades before the PMI info, and then I waited. That that jump was like, holy shit. It literally went way off my screen.
Yeah, it'll do that.
And I was like, holy shnikes. It makes my other trade, like if you're, I don't know if you're looking at my stream or screen, but it makes them look like nothing. It's like, what are you trading that chop for?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Then I didn't actually want to take this trade, but then I saw the trend line. I was like, oh, let me try the trend line. But then it got up there and it just struggled. I was expecting it to like pop through the highs and it didn't, so I just got out. And then it did pop through the highs, and so I actually shorted it, and it was pretty decent. That was a decent move there. I like that one.
Thanks, bud.
I also forgot when we were up here, just that little pullback. I was down like $200. I was like, oh fuck, I forgot that big move happened. So these little candles are a lot bigger than I thought.
Yeah, I always hate when there's decent setups right before CPR type of news event.
Which strat, Froggo? I will check it when it's close to my level to see if I can get a better entry. Gotcha. Yeah, it's it can get crazy. I wish there was a, I mean, I guess it's not that hard. I was gonna say I wish there was an easier way to switch between Top Step and Rhythmic, but I mean, it's actually not bad now that I gotta do is just type the shit in.
I don't know, I've never done it.
You literally just click up top left on, oh, you don't use Quantower either, but on Quantower you just click top left where you would change the symbol, and in there's a connections button. You click that and you just have to switch from Rhythmic to Top Steps Rhythmic, and then you have to just retype the symbol in there, and then you're good to
go. Ninja Trade would be the same.
Gotcha.
We have
a
control panel that does it, so all you would have to do is connect to theirs, and then, but.
Gotcha.
This is a separate window, not on the.
To rescale my charter. Just it's real easy. Like if you hover over this right side, you use a mouse wheel, and you just whoop, bloop, 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 bloop. Pretty easy. Then if you want to make the candles bigger or smaller, just mouse wheel on the chart itself. Real quick. It's like a giant hockey stick. I'm actually interested. I mean, I feel like we got this really slow trend line forming, and I feel like it's just gonna break. But that's just my personal.
A lot of times, this data, when it makes a huge jump, it just does a V shape. It'll go right back to where it was.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. I feel like once this little trend line breaks, it's just gonna
difference
die.
Was that the CPI numbers were actually somewhat decent. So when you look at CPI numbers or any of those numbers, even though when you look at the overall year over year, month over month are the same, you have to dig into the numbers and look at what changed. So if you go to BLS.gov, yeah, if you want to know why it made that jump, a lot of the personal spending.
Pretty
So
close
if you go
to
into the
highs on
actual
the
document, there's a button. It'll show you all.
I don't think so.
Spending or what the numbers are, and you got to look at how weighted it is. There's a chart, and you look at the weighted. So a lot of the personal numbers, like veterinary bills, some other personal assets and stuff like that. Those numbers were running like really high at like 5.0, and they were at almost negative numbers. So that's good, showing that people are cutting their spending.
We're about 1,000 points away, a little under 1,000.
But that's me. I'm always interested in why it moves.
I feel you.
That sucks. I went from done from the day to just trading this BS.
Why are you trading this BS if you were done for the day?
Because it was on a sim account. I didn't realize. I must have switched.
Oh, right. You said that. Yeah,
I
that
never
sucks.
trade on my sim account. I must have been doing something yesterday before I went into. Well, I didn't go to work. I was doing shit in my apartment. Is it considered an apartment if it's your own building?
I mean, apartments usually, when you have multiple units in the same building,
There's not.
That'd be mine.
Units. There's not multiple units in this building. It's all the whole building is mine. It's not really a building, but there's multiple tenants on this property in separate buildings. Sorry, it's a rhetorical question.
Yeah, I would say I wouldn't really call that
I never
an
call it
apartment.
I always just say my place.
It's my body, I can cry if I want to.
My place, I don't have to fucking pay utilities. God damn, I'm so happy. Oh, look.
Oh crap, the market opened. I dude, when I don't have the bell on, I like always forget to
I noticed because my lines show.
well, they start getting jumpy, sure, but on a day like today, it didn't really look that crazy in comparison.
I do trade an open range breakout sometimes, and those lines
Gotcha.
show up, showing me my highs and lows.
I'm gonna leave this here because I think this could be the end of this trend line, but it's market open, so it's hard to figure that part out. Look for the now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna look for a retest, start to fail, and then start looking for, that's a little too sharp. Probably start from here. Guess it would really depend on where we start hitting. But if this trend line holds, then it should be right there. If not, we'll get rid of the trend line. I think honestly right now I'm just going to get rid of all of them because we're too close to the bell. I'm just going to let it kind of play itself out. Yeah, I mean, the market's just so choppy at the open. I mean, you really can't do too much with it. Insane movement overall by the market. Just gap up, gap up, gap up. Just grind higher and then gap up again. Like, when's the last time we saw something like this happen? It just doesn't happen. Like, I'm looking at the daily on the SPY, and I'm gonna go back. See how far I can go back. Not gonna can't go too far back on here. I don't have the updated data, but it's just, you just don't see this happen without a pullback at all. So it just, something feels real off. What's up, Derek? Yeah, I mean, I am. I always wait the first 10 minutes at the open. And then I kind of assess what I think's going on. I'm always looking for volatility type plays, like big moves in one direction quickly. I'll look to usually try to counter trend those. But I always try to give it the first 10 minutes to kind of figure out what it wants to do. Like right now, it looks like we're making kind of an uptrend here. Kind of a steep uptrend, but nonetheless an uptrend. It was only 9 minutes the other day. I mean, that's close enough. If a play happens that close to 10 minutes, I'm gonna take it.
The futures are now going on, Vesh?
Here.
What's up, man? I feel pretty stupid for taking that half position out of my kids' accounts like 4 days ago.
Instead of doubling down.
But at the same time, I'm pretty sure within the next couple months I'll be fine. I mean, sure, I could have waited a couple more days to take more profit out at the top, but that few $100 isn't gonna matter. Not in 21 years.
Easily went the opposite direction. You'd be like, man, I'm glad. I wish I sold. I'm glad I did sell them.
Well, that was I was trying to time the market because like I was just saying, I think something fishy's going on. I mean, when's the last time you've seen the market do something like this? I don't think I've ever seen it do this, where it gapped up like 4 times in a row, then just grinded higher and then gapped up again. Like something's going on.
Vesh, I can't see your screen clearly. Are you at 54,000?
No.
50,000, right?
I wish. Yeah, 50,290 in this account. This is the new account that.
Yeah, I saw the 290, the 0 and the 4. I mean, I can't zoom in well. I was like, wait a minute, did he play this thing?
Nah.
I was like, wait, you can't play this thing for cash. It doesn't work that way. There's rules.
Yep.
All right, I just got my money back.
Where is the NQ at now? Last I played it, it was in like the 620s last night.
820.
830.
830.
Nice. Yeah, I was doing some emails last night and I played around with it. It was only moving a point or two here and there, so I took 10 contracts out on 2 points.
Yeah, CPI data went crazy.
Figure, let me try a little bit.
No volume in the fucking late night markets.
What'd you say?
I hate playing like late at night or really, really early in the morning because there's just no volume and the ticks would be like, ugh. It's like, wait 5 minutes, it'll move.
Oh, I have a full-time job, so this is just for fun on the side.
It, Steve. You don't have to justify it. I'm just saying, it just sucks.
No, it's actually perfectly fine for learning because then the mistakes aren't that bad. The wins might not be, but it's not about winning right now. It's about learning how to play it.
Gotcha.
I'd love to see it come down and test this trend line and start to work its way back up.
Vesh, how'd your meeting go?
Oh, good. Yeah, it was fine.
You hiring that intern?
No, it
Was she hot?
It all made in the napkin.
Was she hot?
Yep.
Nice. You move that fish tank aside to get a casting couch?
Yep. Gotta make that money somehow.
They're paying you? That's how it works?
Well, yeah, the website will eventually.
You know, there was an edict. It didn't say how to get there. You just got to get there. I don't know. Are you watching stocks at all or no?
I am for selling options, but my money's still not in there. I mean, I've still been watching stuff, and I've kind of still been taking mock plays, but nothing real yet.
I got BCDA this morning pre-market at 145, and I got out at 123.
Might go short here. GDT can be the editor.
That was a nice little play.
I wish I would have jumped in there long. That's would have worked. Now I feel like an idiot. It was halted
last time I checked. I don't know where it's at now.
Yeah. What's the ticker? Yeah, I can check for you if you want.
Barry, Cobra, Dooley, asshole.
Wait, MCDA?
No. But, Barry, Brick, Broken.
Bravo.
Come on, I mean,
that's at $1.34.
Okay. What was the high on it?
It's like $1.55.
Oof. That hurt somebody. Luke shorted that pre-market at like 102. Went down to 85. He never covered, and then had to add in. I don't know where he's at now.
Oh, this sucks. I should be in this. Like all the way down here. I had obvious stop and everything. I should have just hit the market button.
Nope, still not out.
This is just a fucking
Yeah,
trap,
these are
man.
the-
I'm telling you. I just feel it.
These moves. Not
Everything inside
super
my
extended,
bones.
but it fucks up all my candles.
Just feel it in my bones, man. Just feel it. It's a fucking trap.
Why, you don't trust longing anything?
No, I wanted the long. I was looking for an entry. I had it, and I just didn't hit the button. But it doesn't negate the fact that it's a fucking trap. But I'm talking the market as a whole, not just this move. I might not be, it might not be instant gratification type trap, but I'm telling you, something's going on. Something's going on. My senses are tingling.
Can we trust
Yeah, I
these?
don't have an order flow chart up. Trust what?
Your senses?
I'd like to. Some would say put your money where your mouth is, but it's one of those where if you were a hedge fund and you had those kind of senses, you could probably get away with it. But someone with small account size, probably, obviously you can't hold on that long.
Yeah. For those hedge funds, it only takes one. Blow it all up.
Hedge funds also could just ask a team, what do you think it's going to do? Every team's doing something.
True.
Plus, you have a boss telling you what to do.
I use a dartboard.
Oh, fuck you. Just keep going. Blech.
Ash, are you close to getting into a trade?
I mean, what's up?
I want to ask you about it. My dog is such a picky eater, and I have no idea what to do anymore. I've tried different foods, the toppers. She just don't want to eat.
You tried wet food?
We give her wet food, but we want her to eat the dry food. 'Cause eating only wet foods can't be good for her.
Have you mixed it?
Not yet, because
that
that really
log.
kind of fits the purpose.
Well, my dog stopped.
Well, not
eating.
really.
I bought they sell a log of raw food. It's pretty big. It's pretty cheap. You can mix that in. See if that helps. It also doesn't help if you keep switching. They'll get more picky.
Yeah.
Well,
Because they'll be like, well, that's not the one I liked.
Yeah. You have to. What I call it is sometimes you need to mix in a little bit of the Burger King food. So
well, we
the
switched.
cheaper the food, the
from
crappier, and the more they'll
to,
like it. Sorry, Steve.
We
what?
switched the chicken to the beef and salmon.
All right, then.
She
Yeah,
liked
what's
that
the
for like
brand?
3 days. Oh, it's the same brand, Science Hills.
What'd you say? Science Hill?
Yeah.
Isn't it Science Diet or something or whatever that one is? I know what you're talking about.
It's the white bag.
Hill-
But I think
Yeah, the white bag, Hill Science. Science Hills, Hill Science, yeah.
And it's also a vet issue too. When they stop eating, that's definitely a sign that something's wrong.
No, she's never been a big eater. But now she's just getting super picky, and I think we kind of screwed it up by giving her those toppers because she literally roots through the bowl, eats the topper stuff, and leaves everything else.
Yeah.
So someone else told me that they've got the similar dog who's also very picky. She said dogs will not starve themselves. Eventually, they'll give in. The problem is that the poodles are very smart, supposedly,
Yep.
and they will manipulate the human.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
that's where we're at.
My dog was a picky eater. He wouldn't eat the really good food, and even if you kept it there, he would wait till like 9 o'clock at night, and then he would finally eat it. He's like, well, if I'm not gonna get anything else, I guess I have to eat this. You do that enough times, they'll get it. My problem was I took my dog out during the day, and if he didn't eat in the morning, the more he would scrunch for food wherever I'm at. But they'll just leave something out. They'll eventually eat it. And if they don't, over like a day or two, then you know you got a health issue.
Hold on one second.
Well,
Anybody here?
I can hear whatever you're doing.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, Devin and Thomas wanted me to tell you the snap is moving if you want to get in.
I'm good.
They actually didn't say that, but they said it was moving. I said, I'll go tell you that it's a good move to get into. Where are we going, guys? Oh. Oh, God. As far as options, have you actually done any option trades, or you're just playing around with it on paper?
Oh, I'm waiting for the money. I'm waiting for the money to come through. Yeah, I've been doing it on paper. It's really not as exciting as you would probably think.
Are you so? Are you going to do naked? You're going to have to do naked options because you don't have the stock.
Yeah,
Hold
but
on
I'll
a
be
second.
selling, not buying.
Hold on.
What a move. Great back up. I'm out at the highs, obviously, still.
Fuck, it's like pulling teeth this morning. Jesus.
It'll bounce right off me. That would be pretty frustrating if we go all the way back to the highs there. That misses by. We were at 43.75. It went to 44.50. 3 ticks. I even tried to like front run that bottom there a little bit. I should have. I literally drew that line. I was like, oh. And this is my. I should have just trusted my instinct there. Should have trusted my instinct there. I literally drew the line and I was like, oh. But it was right at my average. I can't believe that missed us by 3 ticks, man. That sucks. Is it going to stop us out to the tick now? Yeah. 67.75. Can't see where my order was. Yeah, I was short the whole way. But then I drew this line. I saw this trend line forming, and it was right at my average, and I was like, oh, crap. And then I was like, maybe I should reverse. But I didn't, and then it literally went up and stopped me perfectly. It looks like it wants to go higher. Yeah. Because it broke this. So I had this trend line. I had another trend line drawn there. This one. And it broke, went back up, retested it, and started to come back down. So I hit it on the way down thinking we were going to get a nice reversal. Plus we broke this area. So it was like a combination of breaking the trend line and breaking this resistance area. But obviously I was wrong. I should have just flipped my position. Would have been right on that. Hopefully now we get like a real move and I can just play the counter trend. That'd be nice. Hey Tom, that was just a new strat I've been trying. I honestly should only be doing that on the 5 minute, so it's kind of my own fault. Like if we look at this current move on the 5 minute, that other one probably doesn't even exist. Yeah. Like I mean it kind of does, but I mean actually I don't really hate the play. It just sucks I didn't realize that there was a new one forming quick enough. I need to try to stay ahead of it and I didn't, so it's my own fault. I had instincts twice to take it off, break even, little profit, and then I had the instincts again to flip, and I didn't do either, and it ended up costing me the maximum. So it's my own fault. I had the right ideas, I just didn't execute on them. You talking to me or you? I actually didn't short it on the way down. It popped back up and hit this previous resistance, and when it started to come back down based off of that, that's when I got in. I mean, had it worked, you wouldn't be saying that, so. Hindsight's always 20/20. That's why them guys that draw charts on a living after the candles are already there, they're geniuses. Never wrong. Hard to be wrong when the candles are already there. Yup. Yup. Never short the big down candle. Oh, jeez, peasy. I love it. Love it.
Steve's bouncing between rooms.
Come
Short
on.
hair so bad, don't you, Tim?
Come on, man. You're really gonna get me both ways. Oh my god, guys. This is insane. I mean, I should have took it off there, but I was expecting like the big push down and just
It's the market today, man. It's not making a whole lot of sense.
it just can't. It just won't do it. Just keeps getting bought up. I should have just took more off. I'm looking for that bigger push down. Because now what I see, I just didn't draw it. But it looks like it's having trouble obeying it. We need to get through this, whatever this is. Wait, I only have. Why is there a limit order there? Oh, because I still got the take profit. Oh, I guess that's support. I mean, pretty clear as day. I don't. There's way too much work for this stupid ass chop. Actually gonna go through this time? Nope. Later, man. Later, Tom. Oh, maybe. I mean, it feels like it wants to go through. I mean, at least give us a fake out or something. Hey. I was hoping we could stay underneath. And it wasn't as big as I was hoping for, but I'd like to see us get back below this 840. Or at least try it. We want a lower candle here, not a higher. Like, we want it to go lower than that previous candle. If not, we're just forming another base. Trying to be patient, Tom, but market, man. How annoying. Oh, what is going on? Okay. Of course I would have got the fill. I always forget the take profit orders won't get filled. It just always it always scares me because it just puts that extra order out there. Bloop, bloop, bloop. No, this is actually YouTube's music. Like for like the creator music. I guess the max loss includes commissions. Alright, well, we're done trading on the funded account today. No, PA is the real funded account. I set a max loss of $300 on the account, so I can't lose more than 300. Which I shouldn't have lost 300 there. I was pretty pissed off. I was pretty pissed off. It kept coming to my orders and not getting filled, so I essentially got emotional. That's why the $300 max loss is on the account, so I don't have to allow myself to blow another account just out of being completely dumb. $300, I'll be back tomorrow and not being such an idiot. Yeah, the copywriting is free on it, yeah. I suck so bad. Should have been out of that with like a $60 loss total, and I just decided to be dumb. So fucking dumb. I'm becoming impatient. I'm becoming very impatient with all of this.
so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Woo. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm headed to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Every other dollar that I got in bed, I probably went and it away. I ain't f***ing okay. I ain't liking it, babe. I don't even wanna talk. I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways. I've been stuck here for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I'm enslaved. Yeah. Rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million cause that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family. From a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down, make new thoughts. Like jumping off of that rooftop. Whole life never when I do nothing to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. My team really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you.
Hey Zishan, have you do you have any payouts on these prop firms? Are you trading the prop firms?
Ripping harder, more less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a god. Mess, hopeless, more tests. More blessed. Dug deep down, trying to find my best. Find a beast, had to kill a conquest. I'm next. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down, make new thoughts. Like jumping off of that rooftop. Whole life never when I do nothing to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. My team really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm a slave for
This is just top steps eval, by the way. Oh, I'm on the fucking practice account anyways. It's so annoying when you switch over. It says it's not, but then it is. Can't make this shit up. 25. What's the high? This is by a point. See, Sean, I've spent more time looking at charts than I even want to think about. This is the mini. I wouldn't say more than my kids, but I look at them quite a bit.
You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster. a reckoning. You wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face. Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change.
A lot further away than I thought.
You break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption.
Probably waited for confirmation, huh? Go for the throat.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are
Oh yeah. At least if this blows, I won't have to worry about going back and forth. think I'm done with this account for today. I don't think you guys can see it, but I'm up 1K on this, you know, just if you look in the bottom left, 51066, close profit, total profit 1,000. So we're a third of the way for that one. Although that easily could have just blown because I was being, I need to wait for it to, I can't just buy it on the trend line dip. Like, it's like I want to get like the perfect entry, but I need to just wait for it to bounce off the trend line and start going back up. Like, I can't just get in assuming the trend line's going to work, because that's twice today that it didn't, and it's just dumb. It's top step. Apex account, I'm still 300 down. I set the max loss at 300 on the Apex account. So the thing is, I know I can make $300 on Apex in one day. So I told myself I'm just not going to lose more than $300 on Apex in one day. So that way, when I do make $300 on Apex in one day, it's essentially one day's worth of work. That's the idea. Which the day prior, I made like 280 bucks. So, I mean, I know I can do it. It's just annoying when today I shouldn't have lost $300, at least not right away. Or I should say not like I did. It was just dumb. I was just being impatient. Like I said, I'm getting very impatient with everything. Like, just my life right now is in a shitty spot when it comes to trying to make trading work. And I'm all over the place. I really am. I'm literally all over the place. And there's no other way to put it. I went from trading stocks to trading futures to now wanting to trade options on stocks, all like literally within like 2 months, 3 months. And yeah, I have my basic understanding of how all this stuff works, especially with trading stocks for 5 years. And I was profitable in those 5 years. I think that's the worst part. It's just my edge hasn't been providing or showing itself in equities. And I saw the opportunity with futures with these prop firms. So it's like I switched over, but now I'm not taking full advantage of it. I'm not following my rules on every trade. I'm not entering, moving forward, I am not entering a trend line trade until, I don't know, I feel like you have to give the market at least like a half hour. I mean, look, 9:30's here. And I mean, that was when we finally started making, maybe that's why they did, I don't know, maybe an hour. And then just try to jump in if there is a trend. If it's just chopping, then we can look to just scalp that day. I mean, these are the things I have questions that I don't have answers to because I've only been watching this for like 4 months or so. Like, yeah, I started trading it 2 months ago, but I was watching it prior to that. So it's like, how often do trends work? How often is it choppy? Like, it's just, And the other thing that's in my head is I really feel that something fishy's going on in the market, and yet somehow we just continue to go up. I mean, it makes no sense to me how we're continuing to go up. I mean, if we look at a daily, or in a year is fine. Look at this move. Straight up, sideways, straight up. And if you look at this on like the SPY, it's just a giant gap. Like we gapped here, here, and here, then went sideways, and then today again we gapped. Like it doesn't make any sense. Where else do you see this happening? Within, I mean, this is just the last year, but even here, like up, pullback, up, pullback, up, pullback, up, pullback. I mean, even here, you have up, sideways, kind of sideways, but then a little bit of a pullback, and then just a little bit up. But none of this looks like gaps. Maybe like this one was a gap, this first one. I don't know. I'd have to go back and check. I mean, how many points was this? Because this kind of looks similar. 676. It's like 500. 133. Where are we at? It's almost double the move. And it's just insane. I mean, like most of the time when you have, like even this big ass up move here, pullback, up, not really a pullback. I mean, it's kind of a pullback. I mean, at least there's a big red candle in there. There's literally one red candle in here, and it's not, it didn't even come lower than the previous day. Just insane move. And I think what makes it even worse is like everything else going on in the world right now. It all doesn't add up. When it, you know, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, you know, that's what it feels like right now. I have not blown Top Step. This is my first Top Step account. I only got it because it was $11. And honestly, I'm not sure I want to pass it, because then that's another it's another $140 out of my pocket. I mean, at least Top Step kind of protects you. Like they forcibly protect you. You can't lose more than 1,000 in a day. When you change your mind and start to go long. But that's the thing. I am going to remain short biased until we get the pullback. I'm going to trade long if like the trend shows me that it's going that way, like intraday. But I have no intentions of assuming this is just going to go up for, I mean, there's got to be some kind of correction. I mean, I know saying there's got to be is the worst thing you can say, but it makes no sense. It smells fishy as fuck. And it's like if I would have just waited for the normal scalp trade, and would have worked great. Same here. I would have just waited for the normal scalp play. I mean, this was a normal scalp play. I actually traded that like the normal scalp play. I mean, maybe I just stick to that. This whole trend trading thing. Maybe I can take a trade when it looks like super fucking obvious on the 5 minute. But sitting here, there's no way I can trade this shit on the 1 minute. I mean, that's what got me today. I was just chopping me out like a dumbass. $13 times in history. How do you know that? Did you find, like, is there a way to look that up, or did you, or somebody else say it? But that's kind of my point. Like, the thing is, if we go back and look at it, not only did we have the 8 green days in a row, but the red day after wasn't a pullback. It's just a sideways day. And then we went up again the next day, and then we gapped up the next day. Like, it's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. Like when you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles here, but then pullback. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, not a great pullback, but still like an attempt at a pullback. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pullback. 1, 2, basically 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pullback. It just straight up. It's no sense. Makes no fucking sense. I think you can make a maximum of $1,500 a day on Top Step evals. So if we get a push up into these bands, it'll probably be my last trade because I do have to go at 11:30 again today. I'll go fucking DoorDash or some shit. Pulling charts, yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean it's been a pretty insane move. We're just gonna ride this fucking trend line just the upwards. Would that be funny? I'm actually just gonna get rid of it because to me I feel like it's pretty minute at this point. You're looking for a trend line to hold to the downside, but you got to make lower highs too. You can't just go above it and then I just. And there's no obvious trend line now. I mean, if there was any obvious trend line right now, using Wix, it's this. And it's 11:13. Almost an hour and 45 minutes. Because, I mean, even the one I had drawn isn't legit, right? I mean, because you had that big move down through it. But, I mean, if you're using just the bell, even that one, I mean, I tried trading this. This is the one I tried trading earlier, and it smoked me. This one. I tried getting long, and then it just flew through it. Then I tried flipping short on the bounce, and then it just fucking chopped. It just literally went sideways for how long? Fucking 20 minutes? Just literally chopping me out. And then I could have obviously got out when it broke here, but I didn't. And then I just hit my max loss as it decided to go back to the highs. So, whatever. Like I said, I shouldn't have hit my max loss on this trade because I should have never been in the trade after this. I should have been cutting it there. And that's where following your rules matters. And that's where playing on a prop firm fucks with your mentality because you're like, whatever, it's a prop account. Like it's such the wrong way to think, but it's just how a lot of people think when it comes to these things. And it sucks. And I hate that I think that way. I'm literally throwing five years of experience out the window when it comes to this shit. Like if I fail doing this, it's because I allowed myself to fail. It's not because the strategy doesn't work. I don't work. That just hit me kind of hard. I don't work. Nothing to do with the fucking strategy. I've backtested the strategy. I know that it should work. I don't work. Talk about hitting yourself in the face. The worst part about the Apex shit, man, is that trailing drawdown. It's like, I made 300 yesterday, I lost 300 today, so now my trailing drawdown is $300 less. It's so annoying. This is by far like the worst thing. I actually made 325 yesterday. It was just 290 after commissions. Hey Jason, yeah, the statics are something I thought of. It's just I think it's like you start with less of a margin, if I remember correctly. I don't remember, to be completely honest. All right, which one's gonna win? Oh, this is still the top Civ account. Mm. Yeah, it's 625 to start. You have to take a sell at the beginning. After that, you have much more flexibility. Well, if I essentially just give myself 300 each time, that's, to me, that's pretty easy too. Just have to stick to it. So I put it on the account so that I can't not do it. Can only lose 300 a day now. It's going to take me a long time to get to that drawdown if I'm only losing 300 a day. And that's assuming I don't ever make profit. I could just load up on the positions with only 625. Yeah, and that's the problem, is you have to worry about that. But at the same time, it's like I'm trying to do it with essentially 300. Like I make my trailing drawdown every day 300 now. Yeah, I'm done with the Apex count. If I hit that $300 in the Apex count, I'm done. I'm not going in and changing it, etc. I'm I'm going to do the same for all my... If I get any more funded accounts moving forward, I'm just straight up throwing the max loss on the account. That way I can't blow the account all in one shot. It's pointless. There's no reason to. Bounce him right off the support. All right, guys. I just realized we actually have 15 people in here. That's cool. I think I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta run to the store and grab turkey, some sodas. Got a bunch of stuff to grab today, and I got a bunch of chores to do. I will be back tomorrow morning, hopefully with a clear head. we can start grinding back. I need to just follow my rules. I mean, look at that chart. It's so bad. So bad to look at. If we're going to trade trends moving forward, 5-minute chart, after it bounces off the trend line, confirms a candle on the 5-minute. 5-minute, 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 bounce off. 5-minute bounce off. Like this right here. Let's take a look. What does this look like? Bounce off. Bounced off as it crosses. Boom. Perfect trade. Didn't get it because I suck. But that's what we need to be looking for moving forward if we're going to trade the trends. And then the scalping, same thing. Scalping. Wait for the bands. Let's put those back up real quick. Wait for the bands and 2 entries. That's it. No matter what size we're trading. That's all I got. Appreciate you guys being here. I'll be here in the morning. Hopefully I'm keeping you entertained with all this emotional bullshit. But hopefully I start to bore you in the near future because I can get rid of it. With that said, have a good rest of your day. Peace.